Hello, my name is Rose Sele, an online baking tutor, a cake artist, a baking community leader, as well as the blogger behind the Learn Cakes and Baking pages on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And I'm excited to be interviewed by the African Cake Business News. Learn Cakes and Baking has been in the baking industry for about 3 years now. We started in February 2022, and February this year will make us 3 years in the baking industry, and it has been an amazing journey, I must say. We started doing recognitions as part of our activities to bring publicity to the baking industry, understanding fully well that bakers need to be recognized because sometimes people do not even understand what bakers have to do, the sacrifices that we have to make to come up with beautiful baked goods and foods. And that is the reason I believe that recognition should be done in the baking industry to make bakers know that they are actually doing a whole lot and they need to be applauded. Knowing that the baking industry is very large and very big, we have a whole lot of bakers, and I'm sure that I don't even know up to 1/3 of bakers in the industry. I decided to use the strategy of letting other bakers let me know those that are in the industry that are doing very well, because yes, I do know some of them, or as a platform we do know some of them because we get to see some works or that are being pushed to us by the algorithm, or even just generally getting to know about bakers. But I decided to use the strategy of getting bakers to let me know other bakers that are in the industry so that I can get to see the work of these bakers and then be able to celebrate them for their intentionality. Oh yes, and you asked if I'm the only one working by myself or with a team. I am my team for now. The only one working on creating the flyers, looking out for the bakers and doing all of that. When we talked about rising bakers for 2025, bakers to look out for in 2025, we're looking at bakers who have over the years been so intentional about their brand and in their own little way have been winning in their quarters. Okay, so these are bakers to look out for, because of course you know that even the bakers that we celebrate today as our celebrities in the industry, as those that are at the front, the foremost bakers, they really actually did start from somewhere, right? They didn't just come up one day and just get to the position that they are now. They've been through a journey, right? They have been through a journey of consistency, intentionality, trainings, and all of that. And then these bakers who we talk about as the rising stars are on this journey. And then we saying look out for them in 2025 is there is a possibility that the spotlight is going to be on them in 2025 because of their level of intentionality, their level of doggedness, their level of consistency. Look out for them because something big is definitely coming out of them in 2025 based on the kind of work that they've put in. Okay, for as a word of encouragement, I'll just say just keep being you, ensure that you are intentional about personal development, improve on yourself, keep working hard, okay, and don't look down on yourself and don't be tired. Okay, don't think that nobody notices you. No, just keep doing what you're doing. Of course, there is no way that we'll have been able to recognize every single rising star in the industry. There are so many others, right? There are so many others. Like I said in one of my posts, the fact that you are not recognized does not mean that you're not putting in the work. Each one of us is trying in our own right, okay? Continue on the path of consistency. Continue doing what you're doing. Keep improving on yourself. Do all that you can do to keep showing off and showing out. Do all you can do in 2025 to keep showing off and showing out, okay? Ensure you're tagging us in your posts so that we can be sure to keep seeing all that you are doing. And because, I mean, the industry is so big, the internet is so large, like every single post is competing with another. So it really depends on how much you are able to push yourself out. That is what will make you to be noticed, okay? So all I'm saying is if a baker is not recognized, it doesn't mean that the baker is not putting in all the work. No, you're still doing the best that you can do. Just keep doing the best that you can do, okay? And the sky is your starting point. So for the recognitions, our country of residence is Nigeria. So we just started with where we are based right now. Of course, you know very well that we're going to be spreading out into the continent of Africa as well as other continents of the world, the whole world. The baking industry is global, okay? And I don't only believe in just playing within the environment where you come from. I believe in stretching out to the ends of the earth. So yes, the baking industry is global, and we're going to be shifting into the global sphere of the baking industry when it comes to recognitions. But just because we just began in the end of 2024, we started with where we are, which is Nigeria. So I'm so excited and glad to be interviewed by the African Cake Business News. And I would like to say that the baking industry is a noble industry that should be publicized every single day. I believe in a world that the baking industry is appreciated for every single work that we put in. Sometimes our efforts are underrated, are looked down on. People do not even really understand what bakers have to go through to bring joy to the events of people. But I tell you that in our own right, Learn Cakes and Baking will try to do all that we can to continually put bakers out there for the world to celebrate us and to know that of a truth, the baking industry is an industry that no one can ever do without. Thank you so very much, and I remain Rose Eremontsele.